धन्यवाद जी। श्रीमती सुप्रिया सुले जी।
Thank you very much, sir. I stand here on behalf of the Nationalist Congress Party to support the Jammu Kashmir Reservation and the Reorganization Amendment Bill, sir. Sir, I have very fond memories as a child about Kashmir. And fortunately, Dr. Saab is sitting right here. And this is actually an opportunity for me to show gratitude to him and his family, who has led this most beautiful part of India. And I would like to read a few lines about Kashmir, sir. From a Sufi poet called Amir Khusrau, he said, if there is paradise on earth, it is this, and it is this. This is how much we all think about Kashmir. Nestled in the foothills of Himalayas, the Kashmir region is celebrated and esteemed for its ineffable and incomparable aesthetic wonder and charming beauty. Beautiful lakes, acres of Mughal gardens, mighty snow-capped mountains, rich saffron fields, vibrant meadows, crystalline glaciers are just some of Kashmir's natural features and landscape, which are in this poetry, which is the paradise of earth, sir. However, Kashmir's paradise, in many ways, brutally violated, and its peace has been plundered for various reasons, sir. But the flourishing meadows, stark mountains, and the vast fields, motives of freedom, but with hundreds and thousands of military forces scrutinizing Kashmir, freedom feel like a faraway and an elusive force. Nonetheless, beyond each blossoming tulip, flower fields and wild-eyed smile lies a story of Kashmir. Kashmir is essentially a region of stark contrast. It's actually a story of paradoxes. For beauty exists despite of its bloodiness, faith, tenacity, inner peace can be seen in its local residents amid all these activities which have happened in these decades. Fragments of paradise can be found despite the most hellish of horrors. Hope we reignited with all the hope seems to be forsaken. Kashmir is a place that beckons your soul, stirs your spirit, converses with your heart and dwells in your mind long after your body has departed. So I think Kashmir has really been through a very difficult journey. And administration is something which is continuity. Yes, it has had its red spots, black spots, it has had its moments, and I think unanimously everybody has contributed to the journey of Kashmir. So I think we can't just isolate one bad story to the glorious part and the contribution in India's development, tourism, growth, beauty story, cultural story of India will be always incomplete without Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. So I think now we really need to look at the larger picture. We have to stop being a prisoner of the past and history. Because every time I see the Bharatiya Janata Paksha, I saw the leader speaking, the first person from the Treasury bench. I thought he'll enlighten us with what is achieved in the last 4 years. But I couldn't hear much from him, unfortunately. And nor do I want to get into a swinging march, because I genuinely owe a lot to Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, because it has given me my finest happy family moments which I ever have to look back in my life of my 5 decades would be all connected to Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh. Sir, I absolutely welcome the decision and the reservation decision taking. But I would like to suggest to the Honorable Home Minister, who's been so large-hearted about this reservation in Jammu and Kashmir, I would like to make a suggestion to him that instead of bringing piecemeal programs about reservation, why doesn't he bring a comprehensive bill, pan-India about reservation? The state where I come from, sir, Maharashtra, today is having huge challenges with Maratha, Dhangar, Lingayat and Muslim reservation issues, pan-Maharashtra. The same thing resonated in Maqbul's speech in Uttar Pradesh. In Rajasthan, the same. So why doesn't this entire house sit together, put their minds together and find an amicable solution in the larger interest of this nation on a discussion of reservation for all faiths? So when it comes to my state, it's about Maratha, Lingayat, Dhangar और मुस्लिम समाज की आरक्षण की बहुत बात हो रही है. So I was just trying to connect the two dots and see if you can do it in Jammu Kashmir. Why cannot be applicable to my state, which is actually burning right now? So this is something I would like to put forward in front of the Honorable Home Minister. I would like to ask the Honorable Home Minister, who I remember his speech. It was when he said it in the old Parliament building. He told us his dream and his plans for Jammu Kashmir, and we were also quite keen on it, because who doesn't want peace? So we all thought, and we had put our hopes in him, and hoping that there'll really be a huge change in Jammu Kashmir, the lifestyles of the people. And I would like to ask, and I remember him committing to good investments on the floor of the house in the old building and to elections. Unfortunately, that has not happened. And I would like to put the urban local bodies, which Saugata Babu said in his speech, I would like to take that point forward, that the urban local bodies elections, which were to be held in Srinagar, have been postponed, and the excuse given or the reason given would be delimitation. Now, had they not thought about this before? And 4 साल हो गए sir, delimitation का तो homework पहले भी कर सकते थे. So what is the reason that you want to give them freedom, you want a democratic country? The first message you have to give to the people of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh is to have a fair election in that country. So हमारी मांग रहेगी कि पहले आप वहाँ एक election ले लीजिए. This is, I think, really going to be the honest commitment that the Honorable Home Minister made to this nation, and we trusted him. I'm not saying we mistrust him now, but I want to put it on record that we are really hopeful that they walk the talk. The other thing, sir, I would like to highlight is the tourism. I have myself been to Kashmir in the last 3 years once, and clearly the tourism has improved. But let's have some data. Tourism is 7% of Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh's development story. So if you look at the economy, only 7% is of the entire bowl of Kashmir, if you say. So if only tourism is 7% of the economy, then what about the horticulture? What about the agriculture? What about the changes in climate that are having? हमारे भी किसान दिक्कत में है महाराष्ट्र में because of climate change. The same issue continues to happen in Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. So what is there a plan this government has vis-a-vis climate change with agriculture and horticulture, and what are their plans for Jammu Kashmir considering they don't have a government in place? अगर किसी आम आदमी को कुछ मदद लगे तो किसके भाई, वो तो एलजी को नहीं मिल सकता. So what is the plan they have for all these, like kisan ho, yuva ho, mahila ho, like they say that is the new dharma of the BJP. So we really want to see them walk the talk for all these 4 verticals that they are. Unemployment, like Saugata Babu said, unemployment is at its peak in India, and so is it in Jammu Kashmir. So what specific intervention are they doing for unemployment? And one point which is alarming in Kashmir today is electricity. आज धरने हो रहे हर जगह जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख में, श्रीनगर में 10-10 घंटे का पावर कट होता है सर. So what has really happened in the last 4 years? What magic has happened? If there is no electricity, how are all the other things going to work? So these are some things which I'd like to, I'm sure the Honorable Home Minister would throw some light and enlighten us on how these things are going to be taken forward. And if there is a gap of electricity, एक बार इंडिया में कहते हैं there's a surplus of electricity. So national grid से क्यों जम्मू कश्मीर लद्दाख में नहीं जा रहे हैं बिजली? Why do people, our brothers and sisters and our children in Jammu Kashmir have to suffer with no electricity for 12 hours in a place like Srinagar? अगर श्रीनगर में 12 घंटे बिजली नहीं है तो बाकी के जो छोटे-छोटे गांव है वहां क्या होता होगा सर? So this is something we need to really discuss. The other big point which I was coming while, which is my last point, sir, that yes, things are better, but that doesn't mean they are okay. In September 2023 and in November 2023, there have been 2 major attacks, and we have lost very, very brave sons of India. They are our sons, sir. ये शहीद हुआ है इस देश के बच्चे, और उसमें कौन है? कर्नल मनप्रीत सिंह, Major Ashish Dhonchak, DYSP in JNK Police, Humayun Bhatt. This is in September 2023. In November 2023, the martyrs are Captain M.V. Pranjal, Captain Shubham Gupta, Haribau Abdul Majid, Lance Naik Sanjay Bisht, and paratrooper Sachin Laur. These are people in Rajouri and Poonch where there is a problem. So we can't say everything is wonderful. पहले से बेहतर है, जरूर है, और अच्छे को अच्छा बोलना चाहिए. तो जो अच्छा हुआ है उसके लिए I do compliment the government, but a lot needs to be done. Everything is not okay because we've lost our sons. So tourism has gone up? Yes, it has. But when we lose our sons of soil, then really can we say the wonderful stories about Kashmir and say, oh, we are so happy tourism has gone up. But when our so many sons have gone, बच्चे शहीद हुए इस देश के लड़के नौजवान हैं. So we really need to introspect. It's not just about thumb chesting and, oh my God, we've done something wondrous, sir. We really need to walk the talk. वो माँ जानती है जिसका बेटा वहाँ शहीद हुआ है. वो बीवी जानती है उसका दुख, उसके बच्चे जानते हैं उसका दुख. For us, these are names. We will pray श्रद्धांजलि, आदरांजलि to them because जिंदा उनको रहना है. उनकी फैमिली का दुख रोज हमको नहीं पता. वो उनके बीवी, माँ और बच्चों को ही वो दुख पता है. So I think this House needs to be far more synthetic. We need to be more empathetic, more compassion towards Jammu Kashmir. And it's not about them versus us. I think we all love Kashmir equally. So it's not that they have done something wonderful and we did something disastrous. Not at all. And let's put some data. Kashmir was always very tourist friendly. People hosted us. They opened their homes to us. So they have been wonderful, proud Indians. And I would like to talk about Farooq Abdullaji's family's contribution in making sure that Kashmir remained an integral part of India. If it happened, I will put it on record. It's only because of his family and the commitment at that time that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru did in the United Nations and Lord Mountbatten's contribution at that time, the way they negotiated it, that India, they stayed with us, they loved, and all the reason for many, many decades that there was no violence there is the contribution of Dr. Farooq Abdullah and his entire family. So I would like to so it's a combination. And it's not only that, even the Mufti family. आज ये इनके खिलाफ बोलते हैं, but कभी तो एक थाली में खाना खाया ना. Abdullah family also was their partners and so were the Muftis. So today it's not fair that just because they're on this side, they've done a bad job, and if they're on that side, they have a good job. I think अच्छे को हम भी कह सकते हैं, तो आप भी थोड़ा बड़ा दिल दिखाइए. And I think we are committed to contributing and supporting this government in whatever way we can, in a small way that we can, to make sure that the peace, happiness of Kashmir comes back, and every Indian who's so proud of this jewel in our crown, to make sure it's a safe place and it's a secure place, and every child gets a good quality education, every senior citizen has good freedom, he has to have good quality hospitals there without power cuts. So I think it's a large picture. Many things have been discussed. These are two small steps in the larger good of Kashmir, but still lot more needs to be done. So it's not, and we would prefer that these decisions get taken in their own assembly. Why should we do decisions for somebody else's assemblies? We are only looking at India as a piece. We don't want to take state decisions. Unfortunately, sir, today even during question hour, assembly ke sawal hum parliament mein chinta kar rahe. I think I remember, and I'd like to quote Arun Jaitley ji, who used to always support cooperative federalism. I think I miss Arun ji so much in the House and Sushma ji both, because if there were two leaders in the BJP who believed in cooperative federalism, were Sushma ji and Arun ji. And I think we would like to resonate, remember them. And I hope, from what I've said, the BJP remembers their senior leaders who really fought for cooperative federalism and gives the fair rights to the people of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh, which were an entire state by itself, which is broken into three. But abhi jo ho gaya, no point disagreeing or agreeing with what has happened. But I hope the BJP and the central government is committed to bringing up all the glory of Jammu, Kashmir and all the people, giving them a fair and a happy life in the future. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Sri Hasnain Masoodi ji.